You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Hello, welcome back to the channel, it's JPA here. Now in today's video I want to talk about that magnificent game, Rangers versus Braga from last night. I'll just get straight into this video, guys. So the match finished Rangers 3, Braga 2, quite unbelievable. If you watch the game then you'll know exactly what I mean when I say unbelievable. After the first hour of that game, if you had turned around and said to me, by the way, Rangers are going to not only stay in the tie at this point, but they're actually going to win the game, I'd be like, nah, get the hell out of here. I didn't quite believe what you're saying there. And it was just a really weird game. I'll go through it. Basically, first couple of minutes, I think it was maybe 5 minutes on the clock, they got a chance from a free kick, sent it over, a header from close range, forced McGregor into a really good save, and they had a point blank header that was just wide. They really should have scored that, and that was a bit of a warning for us. First opening maybe, I was going to say 20 minutes, but probably the entire hour of that game, we kind of looked like rabbits in the headlights, just completely caught. Didn't know where we were. Passing was really, really awful. Glenn Kamara gave the ball away so many times, and I think it was a combination between him and Scott Arfield giving the ball away in midfield, which led to their first goal, which was only 11 minutes in. I think, if I remember rightly, Glenn Kamara, with a loose pass, kind of lost the ball a bit, tried to play it to Arfield, who took a poor touch because it was a poor pass, and it fell to their captain, what was his name again? Fran Sergio, and he just picked up and he belted an absolute unstoppable shot past McGregor. You've possibly got to question McGregor's positioning. He probably could have been closer to his line, but I don't think he's expecting a guy to shoot from there. Really tidy finish, and when it went in I was like, alright, fair enough, that was a good goal. Now, despite Braga's really good start and the fact that they dominated possession so well, Rangers actually carved out the next two chances. Both of them came from the feet of Hadji. The first one, Kent kind of lost it in midfield. Hadji just took over and toe-poked the ball through to Morelos. It was a wonderful through ball. Morelos, in my eyes, should do better. He always kind of hits it low and hard, and normally he does find the corner, but I think his confidence is know what it is, or know what it normally is, particularly in Europe, and he forced the keeper into a good save. To be fair, it is a good save, but you'd expect Morelos to score for there. The second one came from just a moment of brilliance from Hadji. Turns just inside our own half and clips a delightful through ball over the top to Morelos, and Morelos tries to put it on his right foot when he probably should have just drive across the box really with his left foot. He tries to put it on his right foot, and it gives the keeper time to adjust, find his angle, and the keeper pushes it past the post. Really unlucky. Rangers did actually have another chance in this first half, and I'm trying to remember exactly at what point it was. I can't remember if it was before these chances I mentioned or after. It was just such a crazy game of football that I can't even remember offhand where it was in the game. It was definitely in the first half, and it was probably before these chances I've mentioned actually. Morelos was through, and he had the chance to square it to Ryan Kent. He put a little bit too much pace on the ball, and because of the wet surface it skidded just away from Ryan Kent, and Ryan Kent was about a yard away from getting it. And then they had a chance through, again, Scotty Arfield and Kamara combining just to lose the ball, and because we were pushing up, Barisic was out of position, Katic was out of position. It was picked up by young Trincao. He does a couple of step overs in the box, and he hits a left foot place shot that was just skiffed past the post. I was actually quite lucky that it didn't hit Goldson, who was running back to try and cover. It was about maybe that off going in. Really, really good finish, and I thought he was really excellent throughout the game, particularly in the first half, that Trincao. I thought he had a really good game, in my opinion. The only other notable thing that happened in the first half was Morelos' booking. Morelos has gone towards the ball, trying to close the keeper down, and there's a defender in front of him. Defender goes down far too easily in my book, and he's obviously sensed the contact and went down straight away. Wasn't really a foul or anything, I didn't think, but you always get these kind of fouls in European football. Morelos reacted the way Morelos reacts when things aren't quite going his way. I've kind of noticed this about Morelos. When he's scoring goals, he's very happy, all smiles, and he just gets on with it and he scores more and more goals. When he's out of form and he's not scoring, things aren't going his way, this is when he starts, the little petulant side comes out of him. And that's exactly what happened. He threw his arms up in the air, questioned the referee's decision, and the referee's booked him for dissent, which is important in the sense that he's now banned for the next game, the next match, which will be the next leg next week. Particularly if we win the next leg and get through, it means that Morelos can now then play in the next leg and not really fear about getting that red yellow card. It might actually come as a blessing in disguise, because it means now if we go through this next leg, get to the next stage of the competition, Morelos is free to play and he doesn't have that burden of the yellow card above him. He'll be cleared by then. So it might be a blessing in disguise if we get through, but he's just made it a little bit harder for us to get through. So 1-0 at half time, and it honestly could have been about 3 or 4, and I'm not even exaggerating. So we came in the second half and we expected a reaction from Rangers. We eventually got it, but it didn't come straight away. 5 minutes into the second half, and Braga pretty much just picked up where they left off. Goldson played a really loose pass to Tavernier. Tavernier got his pocket picked, if you like. The defender kind of gets in front of him and steals the ball away, and the next minute, you know, they're taking a shot from way out, well, pretty much where they scored the first goal from, and it rattles the top of the crossbar. McGregor was well beaten, and that could have been 2-0 within the first 5 minutes of the second half, and they didn't have to wait too much longer for that. 59 minutes into the game, Morelos actually had another chance, which was an absolute gilt-edged chance from about 2 yards. The keeper again made a really good save and kind of smothered the ball, stopped Morelos from jumping over him and getting to the ball. The defender eventually cleared it just off the line. It looked closer than it actually was. I think if the keeper wasn't kind of in front of Morelos, Morelos would have got a shot away and probably scored an easy tap in, but he should have scored the first effort really. But again, it was a real good save from the keeper. Sucker punch a couple of minutes later. Paulinho flicked it on to Abel Ruiz. Ruiz picked it up just on the edge of the area, and a couple of steps to the side, to the right, and fired a shot into the opposite corner. McGregor rooted to the spot. He probably could have done a little bit better, but his defenders have got to do a little bit better and stop that shot from getting on target, and they really should be pressing and not allowing the guy that amount of space to shoot. And that was 2-0 with just under an hour pass. Despite being 2-0, we still created chances. Tavernier had a chance just at the near post where the keeper had to act quickly and flick it behind for a corner. Corner comes to nothing, and they break away and force McGregor in a real good save, which probably could have been 3-0, and that effectively would have been the tie over, I think, if that had gone in. But not long after that, we got our goal, which was the start of a resurgence, not only in the tie, but just in general. Our play got that little bit better, that a little bit quicker. So we got a corner on the second phase of play. It finds its way to Hadji on the right hand side. Hadji cuts inside, unleashes a left foot shot, and it hits the underside of the keeper's left hand post. Really good finish for a really quite a tight angle, quite a lot to do, people in his way, and he managed to sneak it in under the keeper's arm. Really good finish, and I'm thinking at that point, alright, we might get away with a 2-1 defeat here, but I'm quite happy with that. We're back in the tie and we have to go over there and score a couple of goals. Difficult, I know, but no impossible. And I would have been happy if the match had finished there, if I'm honest, because of how it had been in the previous hour. Our second goal was just sheer class. It was started by Aribo, who had originally came on for Kamara, who really had a poor game. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. Had a poor game. Barisic then went off injured, so Aribo had switched to the left as a kind of makeshift left back. He was quite advanced at this stage. Wins the ball on the left hand side, plays a 1-2 with Stephen Davis, and then can only be described as just danced through about 5 or 6 defenders and buried it with his left foot in the corner. Really tidy finish, great run, and it was probably one of the best goals I've seen in a European match for a long time for Rangers. Really classy finish, great run from Aribo. It just shows he has got that in his locker. I know he's been slated recently for his recent performances, but that was just world class. I really thought that was a great goal, and if you haven't seen it, go and search it up on YouTube. It was absolute class. So from being 2-0 down and pretty much out of at least that game, we've amazingly found ourselves at 2-2 with 15 minutes to play. We were in the ascendancy at that point, and it looked like there was only one team going to win it at that point, which was really strange considering the first, certainly the first half and the 15 minutes after that as well. We got a free kick with 8 minutes to go just outside the area. Hadji steps up, and it took a wee while to take it because the wind was blowing the ball about and stuff. But he kept his cool, and it actually looked like he was going for the opposite corner, but we got a massive stroke of luck. It took a huge deflection and sailed over the keeper's head for 3-2 with just 8 minutes to go. It was absolutely incredible, and I really hope that those people who left at 2-0 really regret their decision. I hate seeing people leave. It's alright if we're 2-0 down with a couple of minutes to go. By all means, get yourself away and get yourself on the subway on the way home. But with half an hour to go, I thought it was pretty disgusting that people did leave. And we were right back in it, and we also had to ride a wee storm towards the end of the game into injury time and stuff, but we stuck at it, and we go on to the next leg of this game in a really good position, considering we honestly could have been doing 4-5-0 in this game, and it wouldn't have surprised me. We would have deserved it after the first hour that we played. But we quite literally got our shit together in the second half and produced an absolutely amazing performance, which will probably be talked about by Rangers fans certainly in the next couple of years, unless we go even further and win this tournament. Not that I'm saying we will, but that's the only thing that will kind of get us stopping talking about this, and even then we'll probably look back at this and think, wow, this is a game that really changed it. So in terms of the man of the match, that's an easy one for me. It was obviously Glenn Kamara. I'm joking, clearly. I thought Hadji was absolutely outstanding from start to finish. Not just the way he took his 2 goals, albeit he got a little bit of deflection, a little bit of luck for his second goal. His first goal was certainly class. The pass to Morelos for Morelos' second real big chance in the game in the first half, I thought was absolutely outstanding. Special mention for Aribo. I thought he was absolutely outstanding when he came on. Played in 2-3 different positions throughout the night, which is strange when he consider he came on a sub. I'm trying to think who else. Canberra, when he came on, played well. I thought Stewart played well when he came on as well. I thought all 3 subs done really well. And that's one thing I will say, Gerrard's been getting a lot of stick recently, and I've got to admit I was getting him a bit of stick last night before we scored our goals. Just I didn't really know what direction we were going to take, not just this tie, not just this game, but the fact that it seemed a little bit free fall since the January break, and we haven't really recaptured our form. So I was quite honestly having a wee bit of a go at Stevie G, but that's 2 games in a row now that he's kind of made early changes, and the changes that he's made have worked and getting us the result. So I'm just going to wrap this video up, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. So I'm just going to wrap this video up, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video, which will be probably tomorrow night actually, for the predictions.